Hi, beautiful people. Davorka here, and let's talk about emotions today. And the reason why I picked this subject is because today I actually had two nudges in this towards this subject. And actually, one guy that I have on my Facebook, he was asking a question of what do you think emotions are and how your decisions are made. Are they because of the emotions, or like do they influence your decisions? And the other nudge that I had was my mom actually brought this podcast to me, and this guy was helping, actually advising this lady. In a way, he was coaching this lady about how to go around the hurdle of her life. Unfortunately, this lady just didn't, she was not open to listen to the message that he was giving her, and she just all the time she was telling like, okay, but I have this emotion and this emotion. Then he said, and I agree completely. So he said, okay, stop focusing on your emotion. And this is me taking over right now. So whatever emotion you have in your life, those emotions are just signals from your inner being that something is off, that you're not doing something that you're supposed to do, and that something that you are doing or you're experiencing is not in alignment with who you are and what your what your idea of good life is and what your values are. So bad emotions come to you, and anxiety, depression, every bad emotion that comes to you is actually just a signal showing you, okay, something is off. The worse you feel, that means that you went further than you were supposed to, because at the beginning, always everything in the universe, you know if you make a wrong step, you're going to be nudged, just like really nicely. You're going to be nudged like, oh, this is not good, and you're going to have this icky feeling. But while you disregard it and still continue down this path, that icky feeling is not going to be just icky. It's going to be worse and worse and worse, and it can go into it can spiral into really, really some bad and really low emotions. And the lowest emotion there is the emotion and feeling of shame. So if you are there, then really you have to be really aware that you really need to figure something out or change something, because something is really not working for you. And if you do feel shame, it's because you just your focus is completely wrong. Your focus and the way that you see things is completely utterly wrong, and it's not supposed to be there. So your inner feeling is never lying to you. It's always there, it's always to the point. However, you don't interpret it at the time when you're supposed to. You don't recognize it. You're not open to listen to that advice and to that alert that you have inside of yourself, and you just mindlessly go into the situation that is not good for you, and you end up being emotionally screwed basically, and you do it yourself. So that's often a situation when you go into a relationship with somebody and that relationship turns out to be really horrible. And it's like it's not a good. And then later on, when you look in retrospective, you can see all the points and all the red flags that was there. It's always the same thing, but while it was happening and those red flags were there, you did not trust your inner feeling. And see, as you went on further and further in your life, you just that red flag, that alert, become higher and higher and bigger until one day you're really hit, like really strongly hit with the situation, and you have to get out of that. And usually when it comes to that point, it's not nice, it's not easy, it's not pleasant to anybody. So the how to avoid all of that is just start connecting with yourself, connecting with yourself, and start tuning into your intuition and what your higher self is telling you. Because the all, it's like a flashlight, in the dark. When you turn on the flashlight is going to show you just that part that you are that you're focusing your flashlight on that. So that's how you see the world. Your eyesight, not just eyesight, but your focus is like a flashlight. You're only seeing that part where you are focusing on, but your higher being, your higher self, sees everything. They don't need a flashlight. They have the higher ground. They can see everything from every angle. So whatever looks completely right to you at that point, but you still have that icky feeling, something's not right, go for it and listen to it, because emotions are here to alert us. And if you have a really good feeling, it works the other way around also. If you have a really good feeling about something that is completely ridiculous and it doesn't make any sense, go for it, because your higher yourself, right? Your inner being sees things from different perspective, and they have higher ground. That's big advantage that you will never have, and you have to tune into with that consciousness. And it's going to be, life is going to be a miracle for you, miraculous for you. Everything is going to be so much easier for you. And basically that's the trick, and it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Maybe at the beginning, once you start recognizing what your inner being is saying to you, and you know how to connect with a higher power. But the thing is, guys, you have never been disconnected. You have been connected since you came to this world. The only problem that you did is that you put it on mute, and you're so accustomed to having your inner guidance on mute, that you feel like you don't have it, but you all have it. You're all connected to the same thing. You just need to tune into it. And how to do that? Meditation helps a lot. You need to basically, you need to quiet your mind and be in a situation where you're not reacting to the things that you are thinking. You're observing them. That's the step one. That's what I did. That was my step one. I started observing my thoughts all the time, and then after a while, I noticed the pattern, and I noticed where I'm missing some stuff, or where I'm going to the wrong way. And it's, and the ridiculous thing is that it doesn't take very long. It just takes your focus, deliberate focus, for a certain amount of time, and just try being just observer of your own thoughts, thought process, because that tells you a lot about yourself. And once you master that, and once you actually get to the point where you're observing yourself, and you can feel complete at ease and complete, like you're disconnected to everything. It's like you're everything and you're nothing at the same time. You're there, then you're there, and then you're connected to that higher power. And you, that mute is off. You unmuted it. And every time you feel the nudge that something's not wrong, listen to that. Just listen to that. Don't listen to your logical thinking, because your logical thinking is actually result of the life experiences that you had, and all the things that you were taught from the society, which not necessarily is the right thing, and is the it is the good thing. So don't listen to your reasonable thinking until you get this. So if you are in a dilemma between two decisions, and for one decision you have a feeling about, but it looks ridiculous, and for the second decision you have icky feeling, or you're just not feeling anything positive regarding that, or just numb regarding that, but mentally it looks like a great option, go with your gut, because your gut always knows what's on the step number 2, 3, and 4. And your logical reasoning is only going to show you first and maybe second step. And that's the big mystery that successful people actually do, and successful people live like every day. So I hope that this is valuable to you. listen to your emotions. Emotions are here to tell you something. And don't, people, what usually people do, they say, I'm depressed, I have big anxiety, I'm so stressed out, and then they go to the doctor and they get certain medications for that, and it's like, why? Like, why don't you try to, not try, why don't you first do the best that you can to figure it out on your own? Because no outside source, no pill is going to help you, and it's going to make you better. No pill is going to do that. So just tune into yourself, and everything that is happening to you and everything that you're feeling, it comes from certain source inside of you. So just deal with that source, deal with whatever it's happening there. Just, go to the bottom of it, because you deserve to have a beautiful life. And if you're on narcotics all the time or any other substance, your life is imaginary. It's not the true one, and it's not the life that you are meant to live. So you can do whatever you want to do. Don't listen to anybody else. Listen to your inner guidance always. And if you scratch the surface a little bit and do a small research, and especially now online you have all the information out there. If you do a small research, you're going to see how many times were there situations where logical thinking and people who are experts in certain areas said that something is impossible, and then there was this one person that showed that it is possible. And you can see that throughout our history, throughout our revolution and evolution, and it's all the time there. So something is impossible until somebody who decides that this is possible, that shows that this is possible. So it only takes one person. And for you in your life, why not be that person for you? Because you deserve the best, and you have to offer the best to yourself. So I believe I concluded my talk for today, for this video at least. Hit subscribe, like, comment if you have any comments regarding this. I'm really interested. What do you think? What are emotions? Because as said before, emotions, in my point of view, are just alert to what you are feeling and where you are at this point. So let me know, what do you think? I'm really looking forward to see that. Bye bye for now.